Hey, good morning, Libra. I'm Karen. This is Veronica's Dreams Coaching and Tarot. And today this reading is a general reading for Libra Sun Moon Rising, love reading mid-August to mid-September-ish. Everyone's going to be a little bit different. So I'm using Somnia illustrated version today or edition. Like this deck. I'm liking this deck. And I do personal readings linked to my websites, but let's keep going. What do our Libras need to know? Okay, current situation. Seven of Wands, past influence. I'm going to pull them both out. Three of Cups and Ten of Swords. Present influence. Knight of Cups. That's interesting. Okay. Negative. Page of Swords. Positive. Strength. What you don't see. Knight of Wands. What to look for. Four of Cups. Challenge. Two of Swords. Future influence. Four of Swords. Outcome. Five of Wands, it's reverse. I'm leaving it. Weirdest things are happening in these readings. Same thing happened in the Gemini reading. I was reading and I shuffle my deck so there is no reversals. But if there is like just one or two like that, that means I just feel like I should read it reversal. But I don't normally. So anyway, advice. But I think I just went through the deck to make sure everything was straight up. So if I missed it, I was supposed to miss it. Wow. So here we have the moon at the bottom of the deck. I feel like this energy is about, so the moon can be about, right, not seeing things as they are, unclear, shadows casted in strange places, can be a little bit spiritual. Excuse me. Pause. Yeah, pause for a second. Okay, thanks. Sorry. Um, like you're seeing yourself come out. Like he's coming out. He's coming out of the sorry, the ladder, and he's walking up, and he's now like I feel like it's a clearing. Like okay, now I can see. So there's something going on here where you feel like there's clear vision. There's something that you see clear. You learn something. I do feel like that's why those two cards came out. I'll tell you why. Okay. So Seven of Wands is your current situation, and you are sticking up for yourself. Like, or either you are put in a put in a position where you have to stick up for yourself, or you are sticking up for yourself. You're protecting what's yours, and I feel like overall this energy is really good. You're sticking up for yourself, and yeah, you. I mean, you are. You're guarding what's yours. Your past influence, I pulled out the Three of Cups, but the Seven of Swords came with it. I mean, the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords. So the Three of Cups, to me, I don't know if this is you or another person. I do feel like there was another person, a third party situation, but I do feel like it ended. Um, I do feel like, or no, I feel like that's what it is, because the Seven of Wands, you're now. I think it was you. Sorry, that's the feeling I'm getting because the Seven of Wands, you're having to defend yourself a little bit, and and so that's the energy. I mean, and that's just the current situation is you're now defending yourself. The influence of the now present influence is the Knight of Cups. So there is a pretty good romantic influence that's happening right now. You have some energy, romantic energy coming in, whether it's coming in from you or to you. I'm not sure. I feel like it's from you. You're moving forward to something romantic, or you're um, offering, romance to somebody. That's kind of the energy I'm getting. Or there's someone that you have your eye on. But because this extra person, this is over, you're able to like defend yourself now. The Page of Swords is in your negative influence, and I feel like this is you were okay. So this is negative influence. So hear me out here. I feel like it is a selfish card sometimes, especially this page in this deck. He's by himself. He's playing his own music, which can be really good sometimes because we got to do it. But it's in the negative spot. So I feel like maybe you're only paying attention to your needs, and you're only looking at what you need. So just think about that. Over the next month or so, are you being selfish or not? I mean, that's your choice. Whatever, it's up to you. Free will and all, but that's what the reading is kind of telling you, that maybe you're being kind of selfish. The good thing is your strength is your strength. So your positive influence here is, having the strength to overcome whatever it is you need to overcome. And I think this about yourself, but this is a gentle reminder saying, you can overcome this. It's up to you. It really is. That's the energy. So the Knight of Wands is something that you don't see. And I do feel like this is an energy coming into you because you don't see it. And it is more of a passionate side of things. So I feel like there's going to be something that comes in that feels like it brings you passion a little bit. Overall, this energy feels really good, that's coming in, but you don't see it yet. And you may not for a while. I don't know. We'll keep going, but we'll keep going. So what to look for is the Four of Cups. And I think that's just be careful. Keep your eyes open. This is kind of a reminder. He's blindfolded. He's got these two cups and he's got this rope that he's getting ready to trip over. He's these two cups on his shoulder, which the buckets in this deck are cups, are unbalanced even, and it's heavy. But to me, this is a reminder, because the blindfolds are on. If you're not looking at what you have and what's in front of you, that you could trip yourself up, basically, is what it is. So watch for that. Watch to make sure that you see what you have, what's right in front of you. What are you being handed? Are you ignoring what you're being handed? Just keep an eye out for that, because that's just, this card is something to look for, something to keep an eye out for. Your challenge is the Two of Swords. There's something here that you're going to have to make a decision about. And the challenge to you is that you could stay in this position a long time if you're not careful. And that's why it's a challenge. When I see the Two of Swords and a challenge, that's the first thing I think. Just don't allow yourself to stay there too long. This is a challenge. Because you have to make a choice, you're not doing that. So if this was a positive thing, it would mean you're doing it, but this means you're not doing it. You're kind of stagnant on this. And keep in mind, because it is a challenge, you're blindfolded. She's blindfolded here. So she's, again, not looking at everything. But this is all about clarity. This whole reading is about not seeing clearly and not seeing what's in front of you. You should start seeing it, and I think you do, to be honest. But this is a lot of different kinds of energy, because I feel like a lot of it, and I'm sorry, I feel like a lot of it you're causing kind of on your own, because I think there's this overthinking and maybe a little bit of selfish thoughts here. So, but I feel like things change. And I'll tell you why. Because in the future, you have the Four of Swords. So this healing is going to influence the near future here. What that means is you're taking time out. You're going to take a look at things, and it's a forced time out. He's got the swords and they're stuck into the blanket, so he can't get out. And a lot of the Four of Swords and a lot of the decks show that it's kind of like a forced time out, time to heal, time to recoup. And you're going to feel like that energy in the near future here, towards the end of, towards the middle of September. but I think it's needed because there's a lot of kind of chaotic energy up here. It doesn't seem chaotic, but it kind of is, because you have love on one side, letting go of another partner on another side, standing up, having to stand up for yourself in the middle. So it's kind of hard energy. So your outcome is the Five of Wands in reverse. So I feel like that's allowing the conflict to go away. So the outcome is the dispersal of the Five of Wands, dispersal of those conflicts, those competitions, whatever it is. You're allowing it to drop. And that's the way I look at reversals a lot of times. It's dropping whatever the card is, just well, it depends because they all look different. When they're upside down, they look different. So, to me, that's what it looks like. You're allowing it to drop and go away. So, Six of Swords is your advice. So, Libra, at some point, you're going to have to decide where you're going to head. So, and in this Six of Swords, he leaves his Five Swords behind. So the other swords in the Six of Swords a lot of times are about the lessons learned. But it's not just about the lessons learned, it can be about the past. So I'm going to leave the past and I'm going to go head for something new. And I think this is a reminder, what's ahead of you? So as advice, look at what's ahead of you. Look at what's out there. Look, where do I want to go? Where do I want to be? What am I done with? What can I just leave and find something better? Because I feel like this energy is very hard right now for you. So anyway, there you have it. Not an easy reading, not a terrible one either. I mean, I think the outcome is good. I think you're letting things go by the end of September, and that's going to mean a lot to you. It may seem like a long way away, but it's really not. It's really not. And once you let that go, I think this is a great advice. You'll be able to head to where you really need to be and want to be. Not counting on all of this other kind of chaotic stuff. So, anyway, there you have it, Libra. Take care. Have a beautiful day. Please hit the like button. Please comment. I love them all. Thank you. Take care.